Last episode we crashed out of the Champions League after another loss to Inter Milan, and now we switch our focus back to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Hey, what's going on? Respect the Jeff here with another episode in this Chelsea career. Last episode we fell out of the Champions League, which is a shame, but no time to dwell on that. It's back to the FA Cup, 8 teams left, quarterfinals against Arsenal, huge rivals obviously, and this is a big game for us, and we absolutely need to get out there and get back to top form. So the new event for the episode right off the bat, the board has liked the progress that was made last season in real life, giving minutes to all of our academy players. So for the remainder of this episode, we have to give a newly promoted academy player from this season at least some minutes in every match this episode. We only have one player we've promoted this season, and that is Azizi Salem, the young Egyptian winger out of the academy. Can he go on to be Mohamed Salah 2.0? We'll see, only time will tell. So he'll start on the bench and get some minutes at the end of this game. But like I said, huge occasion here. We take on Arsenal. Let's get straight to it. Alright, here we go, away at the Emirates, a London derby in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We won the Carabao Cup. Can we do the domestic cup double this season? Well, let's find out here. Loftus-Cheek getting forwards, and he gets the start in this match, looking to make an impression. He played really well the last time out. Let's see if he can repeat that again. He and Mason Mount, really promising future for our midfield here if the two of them can keep performing. Ball over the top here from Arsenal. Aubameyang on the wing. Kurt Zouma looking to close down, and it is forced back out wide. Kolasinac looking to find a way through, and no one quite able to close down. Lovely turn and a pass through, inches ahead of the man running into the box, and Edward Mendy, who's been playing really well lately, slides out there and makes the catch. Loftus-Cheek forwards now, give and go with Werner, Ziyech now playing it through for Werner. Again, continues his run out wide. He's got a couple options, sneaks it through for Hudson-Odoi. Cutting inside on his left, and it's sloppy play there. Gives it away. Hudson-Odoi given the start as well. He's been a little less impressive this season. He's gotten good minutes with Pulisic out just because we need bodies, but he honestly hasn't particularly impressed. Still very young, though, and still someone that I see being a big player for this club in the future. But with players like this getting forwards now, can we do a little bit of damage? Ziyech. He had Werner, but he was just offsides, and he sneaks him through on the second opportunity here. Werner, well, this is within his range, and he finishes. Like I've been saying all season, never in doubt when Werner gets a clear-cut chance through on goal. And once again, it is these two linking up. Ziyech out of midfield for Werner running in behind. We're just scoring so many goals like this, and other teams don't seem to be able to know how to contain that. Werner, yet another goal, and he can maintains his 1 goal per game ratio throughout the course of this season, even after coming back from a serious injury earlier in the year. Ziyech now gets forward for Hudson-Odoi. This play opening up here. Loftus-Cheek. Who does he have ahead of him? Give and go with Werner, maybe. Yes, Loftus-Cheek gets on the end of it and curls it into the far post. Loftus-Cheek also continues his good run of form, and Chelsea go 2 in front against Arsenal only 20 minutes into the game, and we are doing really well against our London rivals here. Arsenal really have not put up much competition for us yet. No pressure in the midfield at all, and Werner has all the time in the world to pick out that pass. Well done from Loftus-Cheek to drive all the way through midfield and get on the end to finish that. Ziyech. Oh, good tackle in from Ceballos, and Arsenal launch an attack back in our direction. Martinelli trying to play a ball through, and it's well done from Upamecano, who starts in the back line increasingly more often for Chelsea here as he puts in good performances, and again blocking that opportunity through for Arsenal. Upamecano doing really well here. Loftus-Cheek plays it forwards. Chilwell finds himself in the center of the pitch here, cutting inside the left back, and Loftus-Cheek just controlling the tempo here from deep, and he's driving forwards now and gets the better of his man. Such good strength and pace in his drive out of midfield. Ziyech looking to cut an opportunity inside on his strong left foot, shaping up, but he plays the pass through. Werner not far off it at all, and it's saved by Leno. I didn't think he was going to get on the end of it, but he does. Azpilicueta, the captain, off the corner, has all the time in the world to pick out that pass, and it is just too easy for Chelsea. Tammy Abraham joins the party, 3-0 over Arsenal, and it's looking like we're going through to the next round here. Chelsea are having a field day against Arsenal, and like I said, it's just too easy. Easy pass in to Azpilicueta off the corner. No one there to close him down, and he just picks out the head of the tallest man on the pitch in Tammy Abraham, or probably outfield player rather. And Werner, not too bad at all, testing the goalkeeper again. Chelsea in search of a fourth before halftime here. Arsenal going to have to take some really drastic measures in the second if they want any shot at going through over us here. Chelsea in good shape, and I don't think we have to change anything going into the second half here. A little more of the same would be good for us, and obviously picking the form up going back into the league will benefit us as well. Abraham now plays it out to Ziyech at the start of the second half here. And what can Chelsea do? If we can get a fourth, I think that certainly puts the game to bed, although it probably already is with the 3 that we've got, although I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Hudson-Odoi trying to make something happen here, cutting it inside. Great footwork. Hudson-Odoi doesn't quite get the pass through, although if he can continue to improve his game, he is going to be some player. Lays it off for Tammy Abraham in front of goal now. No one really making a run ahead of him. Kicks it all the way back out to Ziyech now. Cutting inside, great footwork from Hakim Ziyech, still going. He's still going here. Ziyech turning his defender again, and can he get the opportunity off? Yes, what a goal from Chelsea. Werner on the end of it again, but that is all down to Hakim Ziyech. Lovely footwork, and he just doesn't give up possession. Still going past all those defenders, and how about that for a turn? Sends his man the wrong way, dances past the second, and puts it on a plate for Werner at the back post. Great vision to pick out the pass. Ziyech gets better and better with every game, and honestly, so does Werner as well. The two of them definitely players of the season so far. All right, so 4 goals ahead here. We got a little bit of wiggle room, so we bring on Azizi Salem, the Egyptian winger, a little bit early, so he can get some minutes in the game. Number 25, one to watch out for. So much potential. Like I said earlier, hopefully he can go on to be the Salah that Chelsea does not have to sell in this timeline. Upamecano doing really well to defend again. He has had an amazing game so far. Kept Arsenal really quiet. They've had almost nothing going forwards. And again, it's just looking a little too easy for Chelsea here. And Ziyech, all the time he wants in the center of the pitch. He and Loftus-Cheek are just really enjoying themselves this game. Giroud coming on as a substitute now, kicks it out to Werner and finds Salem. First touches of the ball, cutting inside, and well done. Good footwork, and it is a sliding tackle. Holding not going to let that happen too easy, but Salem does look pretty bright coming on so far. And he finds Timo Werner now cutting inside. And surely that'll be a foul. No call given there. And Guendouzi gives the ball right back away to Werner. A little bit of justice there, maybe. And Salem picking the ball up, and he finds Ziyech. Werner, again, looking for a way through. No one quite ahead of him. Giroud waiting for that final ball through. Salem again picking the ball up, and he's cutting inside. Tricky footwork to find Werner, and he's pushed off of it by El Nundy. Whistle blows. Chelsea 4, Arsenal 0. Another fantastic performance in a big game from Chelsea, and we move a little bit closer to our second domestic cup final here. Can we get a favorable draw in the next round that would take us through? Salem, good minutes here, and we'll see more of him the rest of this episode. Like I said, a bright one for the future. Timo Werner, though, along with Hakim Ziyech, the stars of this game. Loftus-Cheek, good performance as well, and we move on. All right, well, looking at the teams who are going through, there's a good chance that we get a good draw in the next round. Fulham, Bristol City, and then Manchester City. And honestly, if things go a little bit, fortunately for us, perhaps we could take on Manchester City in another cup final. How crazy would that be to take them down again, or at least have the opportunity to do so? I won't get ahead of myself too much here. But focus back in on the league to 28 games played. We sit on 52 points, 4 points behind Manchester City. It definitely could swing for us, but we need to start getting results and doing it quick. About 10 games remaining in this season. And we need to make every single one count and earn some points ahead of these teams that are ahead of us in the table. It's Crystal Palace up next, a game that we will be expected to win, but they definitely aren't like a walkover side in the league. They're sitting 17th, but we know they have some quality, so Salem is going to be on the bench again, but we need a very strong starting 11 for this one. Upamecano has deserved a start in this back line. It is Silva given the rest of the squad unchanged, though. Abraham and Werner up top. Let's see if we can get some more goals, and on we go into this game against Crystal Palace. Well, here's one to watch for this game. Michy Batshuayi on loan at Crystal Palace will start against his parent club, Chelsea. He's been in pretty decent form for them this season, scored a fair few goals. I think he just cracked 10 when I was looking at the goal scorers list earlier. So hopefully he can't do it against us, but we'll see here. Obviously, favorites to win against Crystal Palace, but we'll need to put in a good performance to make that happen. N'Golo Kante finds Loftus-Cheek, who again starts in midfield. He's been playing really well, and it's played through for Chilwell, who blasts across the face, a goal, and not too far off. It's been all Chelsea so far. Loftus-Cheek again progressing the ball nicely. Werner sneaks it through for Chilwell. Again through for Tammy Abraham, who's looking to fight his way back into the starting 11. He and Havertz have been, I don't know, alternating, I guess, as a pair alongside Werner, who is our clear-cut starting striker for the time being. Abraham has scored some goals this season, but he needs to improve a little bit. Loftus-Cheek puts a shot at goal, and it is just blocked. He was shaping up to be a good opportunity there from Chelsea when it's been all us so far. Ziyech sneaks the ball through for Abraham, one-on-one with the keeper, and he blasts it over the bar. Oh, and again, this is just why Tammy Abraham has a little bit missing from his game here. He's got to do better in situations like that. Although a good opportunity from Chelsea, we just got to keep the pressure up. Crystal Palace really hasn't had a sniff at our goal even in this entire first half, although an audacious flick all the way through. Upamecano is there to cover. Crystal Palace turning up the heat just a little bit before the end of the first half here. Batshuayi, acrobatic kick from the edge of the area, not too far off, but we go into the second half still very much in control of this game. Loftus-Cheek finds Kante. We're just having a little bit of a tough time cracking this Palace backline, although Ziyech with the keys to unlock it. Brilliant ball over the top to find Havertz, and he just can't get a clean foot on it. Abraham coming off now. Hudson-Odoi coming on, and it's Havertz pushed up top alongside Werner. We need goals, and Abraham just hasn't quite looked up to it so far. Kante trying to close down here, top of the box. Upamecano trying to close down the angles, and he eventually does so. Well done from our center back, and Loftus-Cheek now driving up pitch. Finds Havertz, lays it off for Werner. Cutting inside and then back outside. Good stuff to keep a hold of possession. And he does well to pick out a pass to Ziyech. Good touch around his man. And he lays it off now. Hudson-Odoi on the wing. What can he do? Hudson-Odoi, lovely flick through. Ziyech sets it up. Werner looks to head it back down to Havertz. Overplaying just a little bit. Maybe should have settled and shot. But Chelsea not far off once again. It's been all us so far. 15 minutes left in the match. Kouyaté, a little bit of a break on here from Crystal Palace. Ayew, first time ball, back over. How about this from Palace? And Batshuayi finishes against the run of play. It's Crystal Palace who get the first goal of the game, and it is that man out on loan, Michy Batshuayi, coming back to punish us. And that one hurts. We have been in absolute control of this game. There's nothing we can do to defend that. The lovely first-time balls. And look at that touch from Batshuayi. Man, if he can score goals like that, I might want him back in our team next season when the loan is over. We'll keep an eye on him. But we need results right now. It's Salem coming on for Chilwell. A little bit more of an attacking threat from that left-hand side. Let's see if the youngster can make something happen here. He actually looked pretty bright last game. Maybe not going to be a world beater at this age, and he still is only 60 overall, but he's shown some promise. Really good on the ball, and he is quick. Let's see if he just can't make something happen here. Hudson-Odoi flying down the wing. He is being covered by Van Aanholt, but he cuts it back inside. And all the way back up to the top now. Ziyech, good one-touch passing here from Chelsea. Havertz, Loftus-Cheek, moving it around, but Crystal Palace closing every angle down here, and it's through for Werner, who sneaks it through for Salem, puts a cross in, and it's just seen out by the center back. Not the best cross in the world, but Salem getting himself into a good position regardless. Havertz now plays through Werner, using his pace to get in behind. Turbo Tim getting in there, and he puts a shot. Oh, how about that? Off the post and in. Pinpoint accuracy from Timo Werner. Oh, that is a lovely, lovely finish. Can Chelsea grab a second now? Not a whole lot of time left. Might have left it to too late here. And 2 points dropped would hurt our chances at top four significantly. Werner playing in behind Salem again, cutting inside. Good footwork from the youngster, lays it off Ziyech, and the time is up. Chelsea won, Crystal Palace won. That is a hugely disappointing result for us. Couldn't capitalize on all of our chances. Well, the gap widening between us and top four a little bit, and we need immediate results now if we want a shot at this. All right, well, a loan offer coming in the meantime. Dortmund want Malang Sarr, our center back. He's one that I want for the future, though. Obviously needs to do a lot of improvement. I think I'll loan him out next season, but they want a loan to buy, and I'm not willing to sell him. He's definitely one of our more promising young players. Next up, it's Everton in the league, and like I've been saying, I mean, obviously every game counts all season long, but especially as of late. We're in 7th place right now, 29 games played, and we're really coming towards the end stretch here. Spurs have that 4th place spot, but we could inch a little bit closer with a win here against Everton, who sit in 8th right behind us, so that makes this game even more important. We're going with a 4-3-3 again. Abraham given another chance up top. Werner out wide this time, and let's see if we can make something happen. All right, back in action again, and this time the talk of the town is about Antonio Rudiger, who we sold in January off to Everton, and actually he's been helping have become our direct rivals here as they solidify their defense a little bit and work their way up to 8th place, and they are now in contention along with us for some of these European spots, so a win here is absolutely vital against the Toffees. Sigurdsson, it's forwards now. Silva a little out of position, and a ball played back in. Balassi looking to run onto it. Azpilicueta, the captain, does well to cover that. And Zuma, it's kicked all the way out wide now. Werner, a little bit of space out wide, and it's Conte. The reverse pass, and he finds Chilwell out wide, puts in a good cross. Abraham throwing himself at that and desperately trying to show what he can do in front of goal. He has been disappointing as of late. Let's see if he can pick it up. Conte settles at the edge of the box. Ooh, not too far off. Conte's not necessarily the one that you'd want to hit those chances outside the box, but did fall to him, and it wasn't too bad of a chance. Oh, not too bad at all from Tosin in front of goal there. And Onana rolls it out from the back. Kovacic plays a ball forwards, and Werner through in space. Oh, he's just offsides. That must have been really, really close. Both teams a couple of half chances here so far. No one able to deal a knockout blow and get a goal. Kovacic plays it through again for Werner. So much success running in behind. And he's taking on Kenny, cuts inside, blocked a little bit there. No foul given. He didn't go down or anything. Everton launching an attack in our direction now. Total end-to-end play. Faguli being closed down by Zuma, who did well to win the ball back, and he's starting to return to top form. I benched him a little bit after that mistake he made in that game against Inter Milan, but we know what he's capable of. Cross to the back post for Sigurdsson. Off the post, and how has it stayed out? Chelsea really fortunate there. Play has not stopped, and we keep going now. A little bit of a counterattack. Could we turn this into something heading in the other direction now? Kovacic, and he has an option on the far side, and he picks out Kai Havertz. No way. Chelsea through on goal now. Havertz, no! Can't finish again, and Havertz continuing his disappointing run in front of goal. He's really dropped off since the beginning of the season. Kovacic sneaks the ball through. Tammy Abraham can't quite get a shot off, but he's cutting inside, and he's left on it, and it is blocked, and again, and out by that Everton back line. Played through for Sigurdsson, who gets the ball forwards, but we take it to halftime. Scoreline still level. Really could go either way. The game stands. And we'll see. I mean, I think we've had our chances. If we could have finished some of those, we could have gotten ourselves in front, although obviously Everton, with that great chance, kept out by the goalkeeper, Onana, who has picked his form up too. It's giving me a bit of a selection headache between him and our other goalkeeper, Edward Mendy. Ziyech plays it through now. Havertz through in space again, and this time he does finish. Havertz, well, he needs a lot of chances to make that happen, but he eventually did, and he got us the goal, and what could be a very, very important goal if it sees us through the end of this game. Abraham, good link-up play there. Ziyech, obviously the one pulling the strings for almost all of our goals these last 5 or 10 games. Abraham coming off didn't make too much happen in this game, and it is Salem fulfilling his obligation to be played in every game, at least for some minutes, all episode long. And he's actually looked pretty good, Salem, to be fair to him. Obviously not going to be our first choice starter by any stretch of the imagination for probably several seasons, even if he continues his development a little bit. But he's shown promises of what he can do so far, and hopefully we can continue to see this game out against Everton. How great would it be for us to grab a second goal here? Werner, careful play all the way out wide for Chilwell. And Salem making a brilliant run in behind, and he puts an early cross in not too far off of Kovacic, and it is Rudiger who stopped the play there, our center back that we sold. Obviously, he's class. He's just not going to start over the ones that we have in the squad right now, but he is a good player. Declan Rice coming on to lock things up in the middle of the pitch. Ziyech had a great game, but obviously not our defensive strong suit, and we just need to see this one out. Declan Rice plays it forwards and progresses it now. Conte, a chance to get a little farther up the pitch than usual as Rice is taking that holding role, and Werner out wide now, about 10 minutes remaining in the game. Kovacic gives the ball away. That's a poor pass to find. It wasn't really his fault. Sigurdsson over the top for Tosin, and poked away there by Rice, getting back to do the good defensive work, and Everton just keep pushing forwards. Only a couple minutes left now. Surely we'll see this one out, although Everton might have something to say about that. Flying into challenges here, it's Thiago Silva desperately trying to stop play. It is a free kick though, and unfortunately now Everton with a chance. Sigurdsson, a great set-piece taker, puts a ball into our box, and Allen volleys it at goal, and it's seen out by Onana. Allen unable to convert the captain, and now with not a lot of time left, all the way out with Salem. Surely the last play of the game here. and he's cutting inside. Such good footwork, the youngster, and he's cutting in now, and a shot doesn't trouble Pickford too much. But again, more glimpses of what we can expect to see in the future from Azizi Salem, and Chelsea see this one out 1-0 over Everton. 3 huge points, and hopefully this is the turning point for our league form for the rest of the season. We've taken down Carlo Ancelotti's men, and we move on. Alright, well, taking a quick look back at our academy now, I maybe should have done this at the beginning of the episode so we could have played some other players to fulfill that event. But for those of you who don't remember, one of our earlier events from earlier in this season was to promote a center back from the academy to be our future John Terry. We have to the end of the season to do it, but I'm keeping an eye on some of the potential players here. I have Hugo Hawkins and Theo Jaggi, one Swiss and one English player. Neither are actual center backs by trade, but they could both fill in at that position as secondary for both of them. So I don't know, let me know in the comments who you guys think between these two could be more of a future potential for us. Jaggi a little taller and a little more well-rounded, Hawkins a little more defensive-minded, and I'll just refer to whatever you guys say. That can be the player that we promote. Taking a look at the semifinals now for the FA Cup, it has worked out according to plan. Bristol City we take on, and Manchester City against Fulham. If things go as expected, we should see Manchester City in another cup final, although again, I won't take anything for granted. It is Brighton up next in the league. We got a couple league games in a row here to see out first. That will come next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing as always if you've been enjoying this series. Helps me out a lot on my road to 10,000 subscribers, and I will be back soon with next episode. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.